Welcome to Pisces Tarot, and I am your host, MiMi the Lightseer. Your business is my business. Today, we will dive into your business with a timeless relationship reading, which means it could be platonic, professional, or romantic. In this session, we will explore the overall energy of your reading, obtain cosmic insights to identify the topics, spill the tea on the energies involved, uncover the positives and the negatives while revealing the lessons that you need to learn, and suggest actions for healings and the best possible outcomes. Remember, this is a general reading, and you have found it when this message is needed. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. Remember, I am LGBTQ plus friendly, using pronouns for storytelling purposes. Lastly, please like, rate, subscribe, and comment, and let me know how this message is connecting with you. And without further ado, let's get into your business.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to Pisces Tarot. My name is MiMi the Lightseer. And over here at Pisces Tarot, your business is my business. And we're about to get into this business. Rich, abundant, magnificent, terrific, triumphant Thursday it is. Y'all, we are live today on YouTube as well as TikTok. And I woke up this morning, and it is a blessing to be awake, right? Because somebody did not wake up this morning. Unfortunately, they didn't. I woke up this morning, y'all. And when I tell y'all, I woke up feeling relief. I woke up hearing a song by Israel Houghton, and I know that the church has pretty much ostracized and cast him out. That's a whole different conversation. But it's a song by Israel Houghton, and Doe redid the song, but it was not their original song. The song came from Hillsong Church, which is a whole different story at this point. They got a lot of controversy of their own. But the point is, the song is called In Jesus' Name. And the song, when I woke up, y'all, was playing in my head. I will live and I will not die. I will declare and lift you high, right? Alive in me, Christ revealed in Jesus' name. That was the song that I heard this morning. Good morning. So I referenced that specific version of the song because there's several different versions of the song, but I'm referencing the one with Doe. Because Doe is playing the guitar, and Doe is very acoustic in how she's singing, the delivery. They did the adaptation of like the COVID concerts, and I don't know if they recorded this on YouTube when they was during COVID, but they were having like an at-home concert. And when I tell y'all, this morning I was just praying and just, saying my declarations and doing my Bible study, which my Bible study also hinted towards what I'm telling you. I'm talking about victory, y'all. And this reading is not going to be a love reading. So if you over here looking for a love reading, this ain't what I'm talking about this morning. You got to go listen to the reading from last night, the reading from yesterday, so forth, right? Go back on YouTube and watch all the playbacks, right? I'm talking about specifically today for people who have been dealing with adversity in the workplace. If you going to work and you don't have no drama, good for you, boo-boo. The rest of us, oh my Lord, too many of us are waking up with anxiety and grief first thing in the morning. Many of you are not even going to bed at night. I mean, can we have a decent conversation about what's happening to people? I mean, seriously, during the COVID transition, we started to having people having kindness and compassion and understanding. But guess what? It was too much. It was too much. We went from one extreme of people being kind and compassionate and loving to being the opposite. You're seeing behaviors in the workplace go pre-pandemic on steroids, okay? And a lot of you guys are waking up and going to bed with anxiety and grief, stomach upset, stomach bubbling, wanting to pull out your hair, skin breaking out, not wanting to eat, a lot of anxiety. Okay, a lot of anxiety is going on right now. And so as I was praying this morning, y'all, I was just picking up on that energy and the feeling of release, the feeling of relief, the feeling of knowing that you don't have to deal with these problems no more. I mean, y'all over here being quiet like y'all don't have people problems in the workplace too. And I'm telling you, I got all jacked up, y'all. I was over here running through the kitchen, dancing, listening to my songs, singing my little music this morning because I felt the transition. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about it, because I feel like a lot of y'all are so used to being mistreated in the workplace that you don't know that this is abnormal. This is your wake-up call. You're not supposed to go to work with anxiety and grief, feeling inferior, feeling subordinate to somebody else, even though you are a subordinate. But you understand what I'm saying? You may be a subordinate, but feeling like I'm trying to be very strategic with my words and how I'm using it. But I feel like a lot of people have been going through these depressing states at work. And this is your wake-up call that is not living. Nobody goes to work. Or let me say this way. Nobody lives to go to work. We work so that we can live. There should always be a balance. And you should never go to work feeling like you don't belong there. Let this be your wake-up call. Okay? Let this be your wake-up call. So let's tap into this overall energy reading. Okay? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. All right, here we go. Shining through. Shining through. Y'all see that? Okay. Now, ironically, it was two cards together, but that was the one that I saw. I didn't know until I dropped it that it was two cards standing together. Now, on this card, there's multiple versions of a flower that is opening. Okay. And inside of this, Josie says, good morning, sister. You were speaking to me this morning. Thank you. Listen, we got to remind ourselves who we are. And I'm about to talk about that in a minute, because I feel like if you look at this picture, y'all have been so close. Y'all are so accustomed to wearing masks on your face that you have covered up you have layered with an onion. You have insulated the true you to assimilate to a work and to a culture that does not value, appreciate, nor celebrate you. This is why you're going to work with anxiety. You're going to work with grief. You're going to work with stress before you get there. This is why you don't like being there. This is why you're uncomfortable. I mean, can we have a real conversation about what is happening? People walking around gaslighting you all day, making you feel crazy, making you feel like you're incompetent. Do y'all think that this stuff is really by design? And also, while we're talking about this, be careful how you're treating other people in the workplace as well. Come on, let's talk about it. Because you have bullies in the workplace that teach other people how to be bullies in the workplace. And they ain't no more 4 steps ahead than you are. Workplace bullying is real. We don't want to talk about mental health, but we was talking about it during COVID though. Do y'all notice how the whole mental health thing in the workplace has started to dissolve? There's no separation anymore between working and when I'm at home with my family or when I'm on my weekends. People feel entitled to where they have to be in contact with you all day, all night. That just because they send you an email, you got to respond. No, you don't. Unless you're in a position that strictly, i.e. a doctor, where you have to be available. You know, maybe a lawyer where you have to be available, right? But my point is, you understand the risk when you sign up for those roles. I'm not talking about those specific jobs. I'm talking about regular, smegular, everyday administrative roles, back office roles, you know, not necessarily warehouse. But you guys understand what I'm saying, like middle level management roles, right? You know what you do, right? But for those of you who know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, right? So it's like, if you know, you know. And what was coming to me in my spirit is that toxic leaders are going to be dissolved. Girl, don't you start. Don't you start. Stop it, I say. Okay? So let's see about this truth for this journey and where we are today. Gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Oddly, if you look at the background of this card, there is the outlining of that flower. The same flower that we saw here. A lot of people, now let's have a real conversation. And I'm going to keep it high level because I don't want to go there that much either. But let's talk about it. During the COVID pandemic, there was a lot of conversation about how the recession was going to affect the middle class workers. Do y'all remember that? How they kept threatening a recession and how the recession was going to affect the middle class workers. The recession has started. I don't care what you say. The recession is here. It's live. Go out to your local restaurants. The restaurants are not full to capacity. Go to the hair salons. They're not full to capacity. Go to the barbershops. They're not full to capacity. Not like that they used to be. Nail shops. Not full to capacity. Okay? There's a reason for that. A lot of it is because a lot of middle class workers have been laid off for over a year now. Just look on LinkedIn. So many people are talking about, I can't believe I've been laid off for over a year. Oh, good morning. Thank you. They've been talking about how they've been laid off for over a year. You have people that are starting to just get jobs. It's really giving me 2008 vibes. And I don't know if y'all remember 2008. I don't know how old y'all are, but I'm 40. And in 2008, it was horrifying in this country. You had people who got massively laid off from banks and all kind of other places, you know, of power. You had people taking very low wage jobs and minimum wage jobs, 2 and 3 jobs, just trying to pay their mortgage to keep their homes. That same thing is quietly happening right now. And y'all know we're not talking about it because it is a recession year. Yeah, losing homes from the mortgage, all of those different things, right? So what I'm referring to specifically now, what is quietly happening, which is why you're seeing an increase of toxicity in the workplace. The demands have changed. A lot of the demands for workers is really workers' fault. Because y'all talk too much. Y'all got on the computer. Y'all was telling everybody what y'all doing while y'all working from home. You were over here making people feel like you had the cream job. And then everybody started going and buying these fake certificates so that they can become X, Y, and Z so that they can live that same lifestyle. And you saw during COVID, the job wages increased. And it was easy to get a job like that. And people were just moving. Boom, boom, boom. Right? Well, all of that has stopped over the last year. In case you didn't know, let me just tell you, a lot of that has stopped over the last year. And so what is happening now is that you have a lot of employers who have changed their policies, people who have adapted to the flexible work-life balance, they're no longer flexible anymore. They're inflexible. If Walmart was one of those places, right? Walmart allowed people to work in these remote locations across the country. As long as you were close to a hub, you could work for Walmart from anywhere, right? They have closed down those hubs and told all of their people, I'm sorry if you moved from Arkansas to Georgia. We're closing the Georgia office. Now you can either move back to Arkansas, or you can move back to Washington, or you can move back to Virginia. But you have to be in one of those three places in order to continue your employment. What else has happened is they've cut wages. So they have bundled 2 and 3 jobs. Because remember, I told y'all. They have been laying people off. So now they have bundled 2 and 3 jobs into one and cut the salary to a fraction of what they were originally paying all 3 people. And they're making you come in the office now. So I say all of these things because I want you guys to understand it is an employer's market, and they are entitled to do that because it's supply and demand. And they know that they can be as toxic, divisive, biased, racist, sexist, ageist, whatever you want to put there as they want to be. There are no longer any checks and balances, folks. I'm trying not to be political as I make these statements. Pay attention to what's going on. It is an election year, but all of this started before this year. But people are empowered right now because of the election for various reasons. I'm not telling you who to vote for. I'm not telling you why, but I will say this. I think it is very unfortunate that you have X amount of people who think it's funny to go write on the ballot that you want Nicki Minaj to be president. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. I don't care what you vote for, what your views are. Stand on business. But I'm telling you, surely as today is Thursday, companies are empowered to discriminate now because there are no checks and balances. You got people running around here making false accusations about, DE&I and all that stuff, right? But you got to think past the surface of what that really represents and what does that really mean for minority groups. If you're a single parent, guess what? You make the workplace diverse. You are a minority. So work-life balance and flexibility and things like that we had before, they don't have to get it to you anymore. Your baby's sick, you walk out the door, you could lose your job. Unless you're in a state where there's a union. So I'm telling you, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I wanted to clarify and paint the picture for you for why I'm talking about toxic work environments today. And I want you to understand with clarity why I'm referencing a toxic work environment, because you have companies who got money, who got big lawyers, who can play these games, and they play it well. They've been playing it all this time. The difference is when George Floyd was murdered, there was a call to action and accountability in Washington. And if you don't believe me, go download the documentation from the Congressional Black Caucus and read it. And read what they put out this year about how when they double back to follow up, when you look at it, hold on just a minute, ma'am, I don't know how to say your name, but if you read it and they go back and look at what happened when they followed up with all these companies that they were checking in on, who said, yeah, I'm going to be diverse. Yes, I'm going to be inclusive. Yes, I'm going to be fair. Yes, I'm not going to practice ageism, sexism, racism, whatever ism. Okay, Tanya. Okay. So I'm talking about the people. I'm talking to the employees who have not noticed that you have been in a toxic work environment. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. So that's where I woke up this morning and I felt the relief. I felt the release. I felt like there was going to be answered prayers for so many people this morning. And I got up and I started rejoicing. I started rejoicing because I felt the happiness for many, many, many people. So let's go ahead and cleanse this air real quick because that got toxic and dark real quick. And I want to put a positive spin on this because that's the reason why I'm talking about this stuff today. So let's clear the air real quick. What in the world is happening with my sounds today? All right, let's cleanse the air real quick. Okay, this is weird. Why is my sounds not working? This is bizarre. But we can do it old school. How about that? I hate trying to do this, y'all, because I can't do it that good. For y'all, a lot of intimidation. It's intimidation. Good morning, Queen. It's a lot of intimidation. It's about intimidation. People know that people are desperate. People know, and make no mistake, these executives, they know what's going on. They pay attention. Okay, they pay attention. They run in the same circles. They know what's going on. And I'm going to tell y'all something that's crazy right now. Pay attention to the global economy. Australia is having a recession for the first time in 30 years. New Zealand is on their second recession in 2 years. It's not just an American problem. We have a lot of global folks that come to my rooms from all over the world. Pay attention to what the global economy is saying right now. If we are one of the stronger economies in this world, and this is what is happening to us and to our people, imagine what's happening into these other places. So I started out this reading telling y'all about how I woke up and I was feeling excited and I was feeling good. You know, I was hearing a song in my head. And then we pulled the card talking about shining through. And I was talking about how a lot of people have been feeling inferior, dealing with toxic work environments, dealing with a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression, a lot of grief, not feeling mentally well, burned out, needing a vacation, needing something longer than a week vacation. But many people can't afford the vacation right now. Life is lifing. Life is lifing. Okay. But this is your reminder. Okay. No matter where you go, don't rush me, Tanya. Please don't do that. A lot of people who are going through, whatever it is that you guys are going through. Okay. You guys need to practice gratitude. And it's difficult to be grateful for things that you don't understand. Okay. I don't need you chiming in, June, trying to tell me she's not rushing me. Okay. Okay. There's purpose behind all of this, why you're going through what you're going through. Okay. There's purpose for why you're going through what you're going through. And that's the part that y'all are not seeing nor getting right now. You guys are being prepared for the next level, for the transition that is happening. And I'm telling you, as hard as it is for you to believe that opportunities are coming your way. There we go. They're coming. The question is, do you believe? Some of y'all been overlooked for promotions in the workplace. Some of you have been working twice as hard, and other people have come in off the streets and taken the jobs that you were qualified for. Some of you, Tanya, specifically for you, you're dealing with financial funding issues. Okay. Good morning. So I feel like for you, Tanya, you need money. Funding is an issue. And a lot of banks are not lending money right now because they know that a lot of people are not paying their bills right now. I'm telling y'all. I am telling you. A lot of people are in bonds right now financially. And when consumers, people like you and I start paying our bills, banks, they either give a whole bunch of money, then they start taking it back. If you know, I have 44, I had 41 credit cards. All of a sudden, the credit cards that I haven't used in months, if not years, all of a sudden they starting to close them. I have a zero balance. Why are you bothering me? Oh, you're not using it, so let's close the account. What if I wanted to use it? Okay. So I'm telling you that you guys need to equip yourself. And the only way that you can equip yourself, as polar opposite as it is, because I feel like a lot of people are in a space of complaining because you're venting, right? And it's coming off as a complaint because you're venting. So instead of venting a complaint and getting in agreement with someone else who's venting a complaint because you're frustrated, I'm encouraging you today to change your tune and come from a space of gratitude. Whatever that complaint is. If somebody is treating you as if you're incompetent, you don't have to say it to them, but you could say it to yourself. I am so grateful and so thankful that I am intelligent, that I am a thought leader, that I am articulate, that I am whatever, right? Whatever your thing is, just change it around. And once you start to shift, because this is energy. There's an uprise of energy. And I don't know if y'all see, if y'all paying attention to it. You know, everybody's running around here making fun of Diddy, you know, and what's going on with him, re-victimizing victims, which is not fair to them. It's not funny. It's not funny. Thinking about the Abercrombie and Fitch guy, the CEO there, right? These are leaders in business who have gotten away with this mess. And I am telling y'all that just like you have these leaders being exposed on these larger platforms, only imagine how this is happening in your organization. Okay? So I'm just sharing this with y'all because I really felt like a lot of people were dealing with this. A lot of people are dealing with this, and we're not talking about it enough, how it's compromising the energy of the people. And when we've been talking specifically about love, right? When we've been talking specifically about love and how these divine masculines have not become a part of it is because people are stressed. They're stressed with money matters. Okay, money matters. All right, so here we go. This is a career. Give us clarity. Spirit, give us words of wisdom for the workplace. Love and career prosperity. Well, I said love and career. Let me change that. Spirit, give us words or messages for a prosperous career. There we go. Prosperous career. Whatever it is, business ownership, working for other people, prosperous career, messages for a prosperous career. Adjustments. You may need to make some adjustments to your spending. I just talked about this. Your expectations are not met at this time. It is better to be prepared than sorry. Okay. I've been talking about a recession all morning. For the last 30 minutes, I've been talking about things changing in the global landscape. Okay. Mishaps. There may be some minor setbacks, but it's only asking you to review your work and to see what you have missed out there. Mistakes teach us lessons. Okay. I talked about preparation. Okay. A lot of people are making mistakes at work just because you're walking around on pins and needles right now. It's very toxic, high risk, high anxiety, high, low vibrational. That's the best way I can describe it. But a lot of people are dealing with that in the workplace right now. There we go. So y'all can see these cards. And we also have stand alone. There's an opportunity for you to do things on your own. You have done projects that you have led to become independent. Financial freedom is yours. Okay. So there may be something that you may have been working on in the background, maybe to get your own business off the ground. Okay. But you're being encouraged right now to take the opportunity. Now, a lot of people may be leading projects at work or working on projects at work. Okay. Don't be afraid to stand alone. Stop trying to get in groups with people at work that don't really like you. Okay. Make sure that you're not rushing through anything right now. Okay. I know this is a crazy read, I'm telling you, but be grateful for where you are in this moment and take advantage of the opportunities that you have. Okay. Magical. Your dream life is manifested magically. You have enough resources to bring your desires into reality. Your income is increasing rapidly. Guidance. Your angels and spirit guides have your back. They are doing the work in the background to make your opportunities to come. Stay optimistic. And last message that we have here is choices. There are a lot of opportunities waiting for you. Don't doubt yourself and trust your instinct in choosing the best possible outcome and decision. Okay. Now, adjustments, mishaps, standalone, magical, guidance, and choices. That's what we got here. All right, now. Let's pull some cards to get clarity on what these messages are. My hands are dry. Anybody else put on Bath and Body Works lotion and then as soon as like it dries, it feels like your hands are dry, or as soon as you wash your hands, it feels like the lotion has evaporated? Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, Spirit, give me messages, clear and precise messages for people in the workplace. Clear and precise messages for people that are in the workplace. Ooh. Stop. Stop. Stop it. Sorry, y'all. While I'm yelling. Son. Son. Stop. Christian. 6:20. Sorry, y'all. Sasha, shut up. 6:20. I'm so sick of her, y'all. Stop. She's so bossy. I'm telling y'all, somebody needs to, y'all want a new job? Y'all want a new company? Go open up a hospice center for dogs. Please. Thank you. I'm trying to tell y'all, so spicy. All right. Rushing me. Rushing me. It's time for my food and my water. Ma'am, calm down. You do not eat this early every day. Stop it, I say. All right, here we go. The Empress. Somebody is full of clarity this morning. Wisdom, guidance, and grace. You may be seeing a whole lot of 111s right now. This is about femininity. This is about new beginnings. Okay, new beginnings. This is about opportunity. This is about potential. And I feel as though for the women, okay, because out of all of these pictures, most of these are women, with the exception of this person here. That's a man. That's a man's hand. I feel like a lot of women are on the defense in the workplace right now. Don't know why. I don't know why. But I'm definitely feeling like a lot of people are on defense in the workplace. And the reason why I'm saying defense, if you look at this card and you look where her hand is right here, she's got her hand on her wand like she's about to pull it at any moment, like she's watching somebody. Okay. So I definitely feel like women may be on defense in the workplace right now. Okay. But again, going back to what I've been saying, it's not a reflection of you. It's the climate that we're in right now. It's the climate. I have my personal opinions on why this may be the case, but I'll refuse to share. I feel as though with this card, a lot of people are reflecting on how things used to be when they first started working at this company, and or looking back over their career and like its progression and how things used to give you that energy and that excitement and that exhilaration and that joy and that care and those goals. Okay. Like you used to be motivated to get up and go to work. Now you're just dragging. Okay. Now you're just dragging. Nothing excites you no more. You don't have that level of energy. You know, it's just kind of like, you know, that type of thing. And I feel like that's coming up here, right? You got to get re-engaged and re-motivated. And the only way to do that is to shift. But I feel strongly that you guys have been getting so torn down and beat up. So even if I'm telling you to shift your attitude just one dial, things are going to be better. It's not. I mean, I'm not telling you it's not. But that's what you're thinking. It's not, you know. In the workplace right now, many of you may feel like you don't know what's going on. It's a lot of confusion. It's a lot of moving pieces. It's a lot of chaos. A lot of rules changing. Every day, another rule change, another policy change. Don't nobody know what's going on. Nobody understands they left from they right. None of those things, right? That's here. Many of you are ready to let go. With this 10 of Wands, many of you are feeling overburdened, just bogged down. I see somebody just wanting to walk out of their job and quit today. Like they've had it up to here. Okay. I definitely feel like it was something I was just about to say and I forgot just that quick. Oh, I hate when that happens. Again, female. I hate when that happens. I literally just forgot what I was about to say. Girl, you can either have blonde hair or dark hair, but I'm definitely seeing a female. Somebody's trying to take a leave of absence from work right now. Okay, somebody's trying to take a leave of absence from work right now because you feel like you're stuck, like you can't get jobs. You've been applying for jobs. You've been looking. You're not getting the feedback that you're looking for. You may not be getting the callbacks that you're looking for. And you're very frustrated and overwhelmed, over and underwhelmed at the same time. Feeling like the buck stops here. And because you're trying to take this leave of absence, I do feel like you've been making incremental adjustments to your budget so that you can afford to take the leave of absence. I feel like the toxicity of the role has caused you to make a lot of mistakes, a lot of errors. I definitely feel like this person may be a person that is in charge in a leadership position, but not necessarily upper management, but in leadership, or either has responsibilities of being a leader. I feel as though this is why the gratitude piece is so important. Okay, this is why the gratitude piece is so important. The gratitude piece is here because I feel like you have been dreaming and or thinking about making a career change. Whether that's applying to other jobs, whether that's starting your own business, whether that is starting something new, going back to learn a new skill, right? And I feel like you've been discouraged because, like I said, everything during COVID was so nimble and flexible and understanding and easy and progressive. 6:30. Sasha, shut up. Shut up. Hush. 6:30. Shut up. Sasha. Sasha, stop. Good morning. Sorry, y'all. I feel like all of those things were motivating factors, but I feel like you kind of like got delayed for whatever reason. Oh, I knew what I was going to tell y'all. Y'all got to be careful too at work because people are definitely probing, badgering, poking, trying to manipulate, to incite negative conversations, trying to trigger you, trying to get you to give a reaction. Okay, be very careful about that right now. We have Mars in Scorpio, which is a very aggressive energy, to say the least. So if you have people who are badgering you, popping off at the mouth, trying to poke you to incite a response, be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful. Be careful, because I feel like they're trying to set somebody up. Okay. And that may be why feminine energy is coming through here a lot. But this is why you're also being encouraged right now to practice with that gratitude, because I feel like what is in you is coming out of you, and who you are is coming out of you. Many of you have been wearing masks and you have been insulating yourself and covering, because over time you came in a door, your light was like this. And over time you've gradually dimmed your light because that excitement, that glow, that air, that love, that beauty, that zest was not welcome in this environment. And I feel like over time, you've kind of like shrink and dwindled and shrinked and dwindled and shrinked and dwindled until now you probably don't even walk with your head high anymore. Y'all get what I'm saying? Toxic, just unhealthy, unhinged. But believe it or not, this did have a purpose for you on your journey. This was a testing of your faith. This was a testing of your ability to keep your composure, to maintain your peace, to still show up and be compassionate and kind and be in service. This was also a illumination period for you to ascend to your higher self with your gifts and your talents, because your gifts and talents will make room for you. But we do outgrow these boxes. And I feel like you've allowed yourself, unbeknownst to you, to step inside a box that was too small for you. And so what this is encouraging you, I don't know what you're talking about, love cycle, but inappropriate for this room. You have to be in gratitude, a space of gratitude. Okay, a space of gratitude. And knowing that whatever it is that you truly want to do, keep writing, keep creating your vision boards, keep praying, meditating, seeking guidance, because you will have opportunities coming your way. The point is that you were sent here on assignment. And you got to understand that there is a divine plan and purpose for everything, including the negativity as well as positivity. But you had to go through this, even though it felt like you were being beat down. Beat down. Okay? You had to go through, okay, these things to get to where you're about to go next. And that is why you need to recalibrate. Okay, I said all of those things to highlight the negativity, because this is specifically for someone in this room or someone who's going to go back and watch this reading. And what I am telling you is that you got to change your shift, change your perspective, switch the dial 1 degree, change it 1 degree, and you're going to start to see the doors open. Okay? Change your perspective and you will see things open up for you, y'all. We're not bound by election year and times and all that stuff. Those are circumstances, but all things are possible when you believe. And we're not bound to that. It's seed time and harvest. And if you've been planting the seeds, it's harvest season. Okay? So, you've been showing up. Great job. You've been walking with blind faith. And you suffered. That you have. But instead of acquiescing to this negative lifestyle, I'm about to throw something at this dog. Sasha, shut up! Please. Sorry, y'all. I hate when she does that. She don't bark no other time till I get on this live. You know what to do. You know what to do. You know how to do it. You know what you know. Your gifts and your talents will make room for you. Period. Believe it and stand on that business. You may feel lost right now. You may even be going back to look at what you used to want to do when you were younger. Or what you used to want to do maybe like a year or so ago. I feel like for most of you that I'm referencing in this reading, all of this shifting has been a slow burn over the past 2 years. And I feel like you've kind of gotten lost. That's what I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by the dog. You have not even noticed how much you have changed. Like I said, it has been a slow burn. It has been a slow breakdown that has been designed to corrode your confidence, your self-esteem. Like I said, it's gaslighting you. It's making you feel like you're the crazy person, like you're incompetent, like you're incapable, you're unable, etc. Right? And it's been very overwhelming for you. And now you're at a place of feeling like you're stuck. And what I am telling you, doll, is that you are not stuck. You're not stuck. Christelda says, yes, I believe I want and need this change for myself and my kids. I am a gift and I want to live life. Yeah, we all are gifts. And we all have gifts and talents that make room for us and make us great in those rooms. If we believe so. But I feel like what happened is when you came to this place or you came into a season of your life where you came across a group of people who tried to stifle you. Okay? They tried to stifle you. They tried to corrode your confidence. They tried to disempower you. Your light was too bright. But when you operate from a space of light, when you get around a bunch of demons, they don't like it anyway. You're too bright. You're too bright. So allow the inner you to shine through. Get your confidence back. Get your confidence back. Get your confidence back. Get your joy back. If you are a person of faith, start back praying. Start back envisioning. Start back getting your scriptures or whatever it is that you personally believe in. Write out your positive affirmations and confessions. Do your vision board. Go clean up your office or your desk. Dust it off. Right? Change the energy. Change your energy. They're going to be looking at you like, what's wrong with her? Why is she so happy? Hit them with the Gucci man. I might be. I might be. Because I know my story doesn't end here. You got plans over your life. Okay? You got plans over your life. You have plans for your life, but then there is the plan for your life. And a lot of people have detached from their goals, their dreams, and their plans because for the past 2 years, you've been bogged down with life and life situations and circumstances. The energy holistic right now is toxic and dark. And it's not going to stop. Y'all think it's crazy now? Wait till the end of this year. So that's why it's important right now for you to change your energy, change your, Destiny says, it's literally been the past 2 years. Yeah. Yeah. Change your energy. Because as you change your energy, they will change their energy. They have no choice. It's about you empowering you. You are not your job. You are not your uniform. You are not your school. You are not your degree. You're not where you live. You're not the car that you drive. Those are all superficial things. Yeah. Everybody deserves happiness. Everybody deserves peace. Everybody deserves respect. Everybody deserves it. Correct. It has been, Steph. And we're just as entitled as everybody else. The spirit of entitlement is on a rampage right now. And those who are operating with egos and are all puffed up with flair are going to be the ones that are about to start crumbling right before your eyes. And if you don't believe me, watch the news. Look at what is happening right now across America with business leaders. Watch. There will be a... Sasha, would you stop? Stop! Go somewhere. Sorry, y'all. I was about to say something and she made me lose my train of thought. There's going to be an uprise of insubordination from a lot of frontline workers. There's going to be a lot of strikes occurring. That's what I'm talking about, Leah. That's what I'm talking about. Leah says, look at what's happening across the U.S. with the business leaders. Yes. If y'all have not been paying attention, a lot of executives have been quietly stepping down and up and quitting their jobs. I'm not making this up, folks. I am not making this up. If you don't read your local business journals, read it. They talking about it. You got companies that are up and closing because they don't want to be accountable for the things that they've done. And outside of Atlanta, a couple of weeks ago, we had a big fire at a biolab, which is a pool chemical company. And it put all this toxic fumes in the environment, y'all. And the place burned for like 2 and 3 days. It was so bad. We was on a smog alert. We was like wearing a mask. People were stuck in their homes. Kids couldn't go to schools. It was a hot mess. It still is. They've had a fire before. I think it was 20 years ago. And now that fire has come up again. Okay. And instead of them being accountable, which they're still going to be held accountable, but instead of them being right now in real time accountable, they decided they're going to shut down and not reopen. So not only are you displacing the people who used to work there permanently, but what happens to, and Boeing is on strike. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Boeing just, they rejected their strike deal. I'm telling y'all, go pay attention to your news. I know a lot of people are like, I don't watch the news. It's depressing. You better learn you something and make some adjustments because there's about to be a shift. I'm telling you, it came out here. Make some adjustments on what you're doing with your money. Pay careful attention to what you're doing at work. Don't be afraid to stand alone. but also change your perspective. You get grateful. You get thankful. You focus on manifesting the job and the career or the business that you want and prepare to take action. But don't be shaken by what you see. It's about to get real ugly, folks. It's about to get real ugly. If you do not vote or believe in voting, hopefully you're at least registered to vote. Please go and vote. I don't care for who you vote for. Just please go and show up. It matters. And if you think that things are crazy now, just imagine how much more absurd they're going to be in less than 3 weeks. Okay? So that's all I got to say this morning. I woke up with that on my spirit. I was all excited. I'm happy for y'all because I'm telling y'all, I feel like there's going to be a shift. There's going to be a shift. People are going to start saying no to toxicity, chaos, deplorable conditions, all of those things. And it's starting right now with me telling you this. So if you're going into the workplace today or you've been at work all night and you tired, people have been popping off at the side of their mouth, y'all be empowered. Be smart. Be smart. Don't let people catch you slipping. Don't let people antagonize you. Don't let people talk crazy to you. Don't let people do anything. Be grateful. When somebody want to come at you acting crazy like they've been acting crazy, knowing that they can trigger you, you know what you do? You know what you do? You just be quiet. There's power. There's silence is golden. Be quiet and walk away and just tell yourself, I'm so grateful and so thankful that my days are numbered here. And then I'm going on upward and look at your vision board in your mind. My application is flying off the desk that every time my phone rings, opportunities are calling for me. If you're a business owner and you've been struggling with finances and getting security for your business, every time my phone rings, somebody's calling me, offering me money. I have multi-million-dollar ideas. Y'all get what I'm saying? Make it applicable to you. Okay? But do not allow people to destroy your confidence and break you down and kill your self-esteem. That's a no-no. We spend a third of our life at work at a minimum. And that's if you work 40 hours a week. Okay? You spend too much time in the workplace to allow somebody to tear you down and make you feel inferior. Because this is important because what is happening to you in your workplace is spilling over into your personal life. Because you're coming home with that negative energy on you and being toxic and you're spewing at your partner. Y'all ain't ready for that conversation. You're being mean and malicious to your children. Being aggravated and on edge with your kids. Y'all see me over here yelling at the dog. But I do that anyway because I don't like when she be barking. It's loud in my ears. Okay. So, yeah. Get ready, y'all. Get ready. Jay Will said manifest it. Absolutely. That's what I'm telling you about. Manifest it. Work on it. Change your perspective and watch your life change for you. Keep praying until something happens. Prayer changes things. It may not change the circumstance, but it does change you at how you will live your life and how you perceive it. And that's all that matters. It could be ugly all day. It's beautiful to me. I don't see it. I don't feel it. I don't know it. I don't touch it. I like to live in oblivion and it's very comfortable here. Because it's all good over here. It's cush over here. Why would you ever want to leave? You create your own world to live in. All right. So on that note, y'all, I'm out. I'll talk to y'all later. Probably about 6:30, maybe 5:30, somewhere between 5:30 and 6 today. All right. Love ya. Bye.